bro. What I gotta go to 147 for you for when me and you could meet in the middle? We could meet 144.
That's proposing. 44.
Let's do it. What's the problem? I don't see the issue. You just fought, hold up. Let's remember correctly. He fought Brian Norman, and before that fight, he fought Jose Ramirez. When he fought Jose Ramirez, the weight was at 144 pounds. So if he's fighting at 144 pounds against Jose Ramirez 2 fights ago, what is the problem with fighting me at 144 pounds? That's how I look at it.
Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson may finally be on a collision course at 144. And this development has immediately shifted the entire narrative around their rivalry. Analysts have also begun weighing in on what this potential matchup could mean for both fighters.
I think other than Shakur is just too small.
I think Shakur's going to go up. I think Shakur he's the same size as you. He's about to say
But I kid you not, despite everything that happened.
Shakur Stevenson, while speaking to Andre Ward, made it clear that he is open to sitting down with Team Haney to get the fight made. This is significant because after all the back and forth on social media tweets, weight discussions, and public accusations, Shakur is now pushing for real negotiations behind closed doors rather than public arguments. He showed respect for Bill Haney's role in managing Devin, but emphasized that if the fight is truly serious, then talks need to happen the right way. From his side, he is willing to meet with Bill, Devin, and Jay Prince to work out fair terms and turn the matchup into reality. This shift changes the tone of the entire situation, as Shakur is no longer sounding like someone avoiding the fight, but rather someone focused on making the business side official and properly organized.
Although I'll say this, he kind of set it off by trying to make the Tank fight.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that he deserves to be mentioned. It's his best win.
In this time of modern day.
Shakur Stevenson also responded to Bill Haney, calling him easy work, and he didn't take those comments lightly. He said Bill is free to talk when the cameras are rolling, but deep down, he knows the reality of the situation. According to Shakur, both Bill and Devin have been aware of his skill level for a long time, and this isn't a case of them just now discovering who he is. He even suggested that he may have been one of Bill's favorite fighters while coming up, making the recent easy work talk sound more like promotion than genuine belief. From Shakur's perspective, Team Haney can speak confidently in public, but they already understand he is far from an easy fight for anyone.
At a real table, me and you, Devin, Jay, and we could sit there and negotiate and find what's right for the fight to happen. Let's do it. We all businessmen. We all could handle our own at the business table. So that's how I look at it. Like, I see Devin Haney as a hell.
And that's what makes this rivalry even more interesting. Shakur isn't just reacting emotionally. He's pointing out what he sees as a shift in behavior. In his view, Bill Haney respected him, followed his rise, and fully understood his talent long before the public talk of this fight started. Now that the spotlight is on, Shakur is essentially calling out what he believes is a change in tone for the cameras rather than a change in actual opinion.
List. At least I know he had a list, but I didn't know your name was on the list.
Yeah.
Then he went from saying you was on the list to, saying you was easy work.
Yeah.
Shakur is easy work for Devin.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Are you easy work for anybody?
Hell no. Hell no. Honestly, I was listening to it and I watched it. I seen the things he was saying, like, oh, we gonna walk him down and all of these things. So, I mean, all of it sounds good, but like deep down inside, Bill know. Like, he know. He know who I am.
Y'all got history.
He know.
Yeah.
I was probably one of Bill's favorite fighters coming up. Like, he can say whatever he want. Cameras out right now. It goes somewhere. So, Bill, I was one of your favorite fighters. He know it. Devin.
So when Bill suddenly calls Shakur easy work, Shakur views it more as a performance than a genuine assessment. From his perspective, if Devin and Bill truly believe that claim, then there should be no hesitation in sitting down, finalizing the fight, and proving in the ring. Because once the deal is signed, all the camera talk, social media shots, and easy work comments will have to be backed up by real action under the lights.
I don't think it's easy for either fighter, bro.
But I ain't easy work.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I'm not easy. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. I train too hard. I dedicate myself. I've been born for this since a kid. So all of these guys, any of them, let's do it.
Man, that's a fight I want to see, man. I hope y'all figure it out on the weight side, man. I think that's a great fight, legacy.
Nagy revealed breaking news on Twitter. claiming Devin Haney agrees to a 144-pounds fight with Shakur, and Andre Ward's comments confirm this fight is happening. This is the biggest fight in boxing right now. That tweet immediately made the Haney versus Stevenson situation feel much closer to reality. After all the back and forth over weight limits and catch weights, Haney reportedly agreeing to 144 shifted the entire tone of the discussion. Shakur had already said he was willing to meet Devin at that weight. Now fans are seeing it as both sides finally finding common ground. Of course, nothing is official until contracts are signed, but the public pressure is growing stronger than ever. If Haney and Stevenson do meet at 144, it could easily become the biggest fight in boxing right now. Shakur Stevenson also tweeted, "All BS aside, let me stop rage baiting you all. Real negotiations happen offline. Fight date, TBA soon." That message changed the tone completely. After days of online exchanges over 144 pounds, rehydration clauses, and public shots, Shakur basically admitted that some of the chatter was just for fan engagement. But the key takeaway was his hint that real negotiations are happening behind the scenes, and a fight date could be announced soon, with Haney already appearing open to 144, and Shakur also accepting it. The conversation has shifted from social media drama to serious business discussions. However, not everyone is convinced the narrative is one-sided. Venji argued that Devin Haney will ultimately prove his greatness if the fight happens, saying fans are overlooking his abilities. From his point of view, Haney has already shown he can win big fights, adjust to different styles, and handle pressure at the highest level, and he believes he will make a statement against Shakur. Chris Algieri also reacted to the growing possibility of Haney and Stevenson finding common ground, noting that agreement around the weight issue makes the fight far more realistic after all the debate over 147, 144, and rehydration clauses.
144. We're two champions in two different weight classes. He cited Floyd and Canelo, their catch weight of 150 pounds, the 2013 fight. He said, "Haney, you fought at 144 just 2 fights ago against Jose Ramirez." That was some really good points. Haney retweets it, go back and forth. Shakur says, "So if I go for 140, no, I think Haney said it. Yeah, Haney said 144, we have a fight." Shakur says yes.
From a boxing point of view, 144 makes sense because Shakur is moving up and Devin Haney is already the naturally bigger fighter. So it creates a fair middle ground for both men. But even with that number being discussed, the fight still has to be properly finalized behind the scenes. The money, the date, the network, and all the contract details still need to be worked out before anything becomes official. Still, Chris Algieri's reaction reflects what a lot of fans are thinking right now. If Haney and Stevenson really meet at 144, it could end up being one of the biggest skill-for-skill matchups in modern boxing.
Devin Haney will go up to 144. Will Shakur go down to will Haney go down to 144? Should Haney fight Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn Davis?
I'll take either one. I mean, the bigger fight is Shakur because he's the current 40-pound ring champion. And it's Shakur Stevenson, who's just, I mean, not that Keyshawn isn't at that level, but he's not. He's not there yet. And it's no knock on him. It just needs more time, more experience, and more big-name opposition where Shakur already has that. So the bigger fight is certainly Shakur.
What's the better fight? What's the better fight? Yeah, I agree. It's kind of, the Shakur Devin means more to the history of the sport. Like, we got two guys that are in the top 10 pound for pound, name recognition. You can make a case that the winner is top 3, especially with Usyk sliding. And you're right, though. It would be more of a chess match. It would be more of a jab fest.
Matching wits.
I don't mean that in a derogatory way, jab fest, but it's just going to be a jab fest.
This is boxing, baby. Like, the jab is the most important punch in the book for a reason. That's the kind of fight, like, I would love to see that. And I felt like that with the Teofimo Lopez-Shakur fight, and you know, Shakur washed him.
Bill Haney pushed back on the idea that Devin would be severely drained by fighting Shakur Stevenson at 144 during an appearance on Chomp's side. He pointed out that Devin didn't even fully weigh 147 pounds for his last fight, coming in at around 146, suggesting that the weight issue is being exaggerated by critics. From Bill's perspective, asking Devin to come down a couple of pounds from what he already weighed is not some extreme demand. He questioned the narrative that Devin would be drained, arguing that the concern around 144 is being blown out of proportion. That adds another layer to the debate, because while Shakur sees 144 as a fair and balanced catchweight, Bill is now arguing that the number itself shouldn't be treated like a major obstacle in making the fight happen.
Agree with that.
Man, listen, what I'm telling the people is the difference between he came in at 146 something for that fight. He'll come in. How much more drained is that? What is that? Y'all count up the pounds, man. Come on.
Sound like we ready to go then. I mean,
yeah.
So,
he's never came in. He's never been 47 pounds anyway, though. So you know what I'm saying?
So for all y'all that was stressing yesterday about Devin cutting 2 more pounds, that don't sound like it's much of an issue at all then. Okay. So I don't know. The thing is that for me and everybody else, they're 100% right. We worked. He's the champion. We worked at 147. It should be there. That's fair. This other shit is bullshit. But whatever. He voted said he gonna do it. It's not something that I would. No, I would say.
Greg Hackett also gave his preview of a possible Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson fight at 144, and it made the matchup feel even more serious. With both fighters now openly discussing the catchweight, fans are beginning to analyze how the fight would actually play out inside the ring. Hackett described it as a high-level chess match with Devin bringing size, patience, and experience, while Shakur brings elite defense, timing, and ring control.
Who I favor, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I love that fight. And I'm slightly Devin Haney from watching the sparring, because it's things I've seen that was giving Shakur a little trouble, but at the same time, I can't do that. I gotta go 50-50, bro. I can't do that, bro. I can't just pick. It's too tough to pick. I respect both of them on a different level, man.
And at 144, the weight becomes one of the biggest talking points because both fighters will be making adjustments. Devin will be coming down slightly, while Shakur will be moving up into a naturally bigger man's range. That means both fighters would have something to prove on equal terms in different ways. If this fight really happens, it won't be about who talks better online anymore. It will come down to who adjusts better, who stays disciplined, and who can perform at the highest level under pressure when it matters most.
That Shakur was there, but it was like, you little motherfucker, I catch you. You know what I'm saying? That fight is, and that fight actually is going to be fought at a high pace, man. I don't see that being just no pick 'em apart show. I can see that fight really being fought at a high pace. And I have said before that I think Dev edges it. But I'm gonna be fair, man. I respect both of them too much to really pick. If Shakur is moving up, if Shakur do go up 44 to fighting, a lot of respect for Shakur. Man. Shakur just fought at 40 for the first time versus Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? So for him to jump up again, even though it's not fully at welterweight, but it is welterweight. Once you over 140 pounds, you consider it a welterweight. So, wow, man. I don't know. I'm just excited. I hope we can really make something happen with that. I hope we can really make something happen. You see Shakur the ring get shot, a 47-pounder. I believe that too. I do believe that, but gotta always leave room for the fact that Shakur did turn pro at 126 pounds. You know what I mean? He did fight at 30, 35, and 40. He moved up.
But this is also where some fans are questioning Shakur's position. The argument is that Shakur doesn't seem to view Conor Benn as a serious threat, which is why he appears more open to discussing that kind of fight at a higher weight. However, when it comes to Devin Haney, he clearly treats him as a much bigger challenge, and that's why the discussion around weight, catch weights, and conditions becomes far more important. Whether that's fair or not, it leads many fans to believe Shakur respects Devin's threat level more than he admits publicly. That's exactly why every mention of 144, 147, or catch weight details keeps getting heavily analyzed and debated by fans.
Ben, I like Conor Ben too.
Yeah,
no disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight him.
Conor tough, man. He throws hard punches.
Like I said, for the right fights, I'll move up.
Is it hard to get up to that kind of weight?
I mean, you'll have to, like, I guess, train a little harder as far as weight-wise and put on a little bit more weight, but I think skills pay the bills. Like, I feel like with my skills, I can fight a lot of guys at the higher weight class.
Will that slow you down defensively, though?
Nah, my defense is always there. Like I said, I spar with Bud on the regular. Like, I spar with...
Tim Bradley also doubled down on his stance that Shakur Stevenson shouldn't need a long adjustment period to grow into the welterweight division. In his view, given Shakur's frame, skill set, and discipline, a year should be more than enough time for him to properly move up and be ready for 147. That opinion adds extra pressure to the ongoing discussion, especially as fans continue debating whether the weight concerns are genuine obstacles or just another complication in a potential Devin Haney fight. Bradley's point is straightforward. If Shakur is truly as elite as he claims, then moving up shouldn't be treated as a major hurdle. From his perspective, Shakur already has the physical tools, boxing IQ, and talent to make that transition sooner rather than later.
You move up. But that's the fight that we really want to see you fight, Shakur. Oh, we would love to see you fight Haney. Oh, yeah, we would love to see you fight Haney, but we would love to see you, or I would love to see you fight Haney at 147 pounds. That's it. 147 pounds. Might take you 1 year. Summertime or late 2027, the Haney fight can be made. You've built your body up. You've been established at 140. You worked your stuff up. You know, fans are looking at your weight, Shakur. They looking at your weight. They looking at you and you're saying, man, well, you big, Shakur. You 100, look like you 165 pounds, man. What's the problem? The problem is you're not going to be sharp at 100.
And then Bradley went on to question whether Shakur is actually hesitant about Devin Haney, especially after fans felt he had been going back and forth on the matchup. He suggested that repeated delays or conditions around the fight can make it look like avoidance from the outside.
We know that you don't want to damn get in the ring with no damn Haney. We know you scared of it too. You know what I mean? You scared of all that weight he gonna put on after the damn weigh-in. I know. Trust me. I know. Yeah. And you scared to fight Keyshawn Davis too. Yeah, Keyshawn, you scared to fight Dylan Santo. See, I'm telling you, all these motherfuckers, every last one of these dudes got some flaws in they damn game. Yeah, they scared to death of certain fights. Yeah, every last one of them, damn it. Yeah, the only one, Shakalaka, he want all the smoke. He willing to go to 140, 135, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shakalaka, he a real one. That's the reason why I get behind that, because Shaq is a real...
Keyshawn Davis also put Devin Haney on notice when Max Kellerman brought up the idea of Shakur Stevenson fighting him. Keyshawn made it clear that he doesn't want to just sit on the sidelines while Shakur continues to be linked with Haney. From his perspective, he's also part of that conversation, and he wants Devin to know he's ready for that fight, too. At the same time, Keyshawn dismissed the idea that Shakur should be the only name associated with Haney, arguing that he brings his own danger, his own storyline, and his own reason for Devin to step into the ring. That adds another layer to the situation, because now it's not just Shakur versus Haney in the conversation anymore. Keyshawn is also positioning himself as a legitimate option, trying to prove he belongs in that same high-profile fight picture.
I just feel like it's a dramatic fight. It's just me moving up to 147. And I feel like me and Devin, we had like some sort of history going back and forth. So I just thought it was time to target him and try to get that fight.
You and Shakur have both said that, you know, you're close, right? And you wouldn't fight each other. Have you guys spoken, though, about Devin Haney? Because that's a fight that looms for both of you. Like, did Shakur tell you about him potentially fighting Haney? Did you find out some other way? If so, did you talk to Shakur about it? You guys coordinate it all? Because that's a real opponent for both of you.
I mean, Shakur is a 140-pounder, man. Shakur is not 147. I'm mandatory at 147, you know, so I don't know why people he was even entertaining Shakur going to 147. He's not a 147 pounder. He can fight 35 still. So there's weight classes in this boxing game for.
And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make